A few weeks ago, my wife mentioned that a kite festival was being organized in Manipal on March 9th. We were eager to take our daughter as it would be her first time experiencing such an event. Ever since we told her about it, she had been counting down the days, eagerly waiting for this evening for nearly 2 weeks. Welcome to Tarang, Manipal's very own kite festival. Held at the scenic Endpoint Park, this annual event is more than just kite flying. It's a vibrant celebration of community, creativity, and fun. To be honest, it was my first time attending a kite festival too. I couldn't even remember the last time I flew a kite, probably more than 20 years ago. So, while my daughter was thrilled about the festival, I secretly found myself just as excited. As we arrived, we noticed kites being sold at a nominal price. There were two types, one made of paper and the other of plastic. My daughter, however, had just one request, a pink kite. It was amusing to see the world through her eyes. At just 6 years old, she brings such fresh and delightful perspectives into our conversations, making even the simplest moments special. The festival was buzzing with energy thanks to the enthusiastic volunteers, youngsters who were ensuring that visitors had a great time, offering assistance and directions whenever needed. Buying a kite was easy, but tying it to the thread, that was a whole different story. Thankfully, some experienced participants around us were kind enough to help. One of them even gave us a quick tutorial on tying the knot properly, a skill I never thought I would need to relearn. Attending local fairs and festivals like this is always a wonderful experience. They bring people together, celebrate cultural traditions, and create opportunities for social bonding. Events like kite festivals not only encourage outdoor activities but also promote creativity, relaxation, and a much needed break from daily routines. After walking around and soaking in the festive atmosphere, we finally found a good spot to fly our kite. We were surrounded by hundreds of others, some attempting to launch their kites, while others had already mastered the skill. As the wind picked up, kites soared higher, painting the sky with vibrant colors. Since my wife didn't have enough experience flying a kite, the responsibility of helping our daughter fell on me. Feeling confident, I handed my camera to my wife and took the center stage. But as luck would have it, the wind suddenly died down. My daughter, who was holding the kite on the other side, couldn't get it high enough for me to take control. After multiple failed attempts, we stood staring at each other, wondering what else to do. In a last ditch effort, I ran across the field with the kite above my head, hoping it would take flight. But every time it came crashing down. I noticed the smile on my daughter's face slowly fading, and I felt terrible. Determined not to let her be disappointed, I handed her the kite and told her to run as fast as she could. At first, it didn't work, but then suddenly it did. Her excitement returned as she dashed across the field, the kite finally catching the wind. Watching her joy, I couldn't resist. I joined in, running behind her and capturing every precious moment. Soon, she figured out how to manage the kite on her own, leaving me free to explore the festival. While the event was designed for kids, it was clear that the adults were having just as much, if not more, fun. Work and daily responsibilities often take a toll on our social lives, and in India, we don't always have the luxury of community gatherings like this. That's what makes festivals like Tarang so special. They create a space for people to reconnect and unwind. After some kite flying fun, we took a break and grabbed some hot samosas from a stall at the corner. While I went to get a soda, I handed my camera to my wife, who is more used to being in front of the camera than behind it. She walked around filming, but she held the camera over her head the whole time, making it almost impossible to edit the footage. But being a genius that I am, I turned the entire footage into a tiny planet video and made it work. We also explored the small pop up shops set up for the event. Many of them were run by students showcasing their talents and entrepreneurial spirit. It was inspiring to see young minds already thinking about business and creativity. Next, we headed to a small stage where a band was performing. I loved their style, so like many others, I stood in the middle of the crowd recording their performance.
Old English, huh? Hand the glass, glasses scotch, eyes full of tear. ఎందుకు పుట్టిందో పుట్టింది ఏమో నువ్వంటే ముచ్చట పుట్టింది పుడతాని నీ పిచ్చి పట్టింది నీ పేరు పెట్టింది వయ్యారం ఊని కట్టింది గోరింట పెట్టింది సామికి మొక్కలు కట్టింది చుట్ట మల్లె చుట్టేసందే ఆ చుట్టేసందే చుట్ట మల్లె చుట్టేసందే అరెరెరే చుట్ట మల్లె చుట్టేసందే తుంటరి చూపు.
Meanwhile, my daughter went off exploring and returned with exciting news. There was a face painting station and she wanted to get something painted on her face. When we arrived, a group of excited kids were waiting for their turn while a group of college students, likely from an arts club, handled the painting. The requests were amusingly specific. One boy wanted CR7 on his face. Luckily, my daughter's request was simple: flowers. The artist, delighted by the idea, carefully painted a beautiful floral design with colorful accents. The end result was stunning, and my daughter absolutely loved it. With her face painted and hearts full of joy, we took a few final pictures before calling it a day. We had an incredible time at Tarang, and I must say, the organizers did a fantastic job of making the event enjoyable for everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is Dr. Shiva, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.